Yo, what is going on, everybody? I am Canada's Own, and in today's video, I made the NBA suck. I made everybody suck. Everyone's a 40 overall. Nobody has any badges. Let me double check that to make sure that is to be true. There are no badges here. Luka is obviously a telltale sign of badges. LeBron, same thing. And as you may notice, Reese Beekman is starting over Luka Doncic in JJ Redick's rotation, and that is because it doesn't matter if you're a household name or a bum or a bench player or a starter or a six-man of the year candidate or the third man on your G League roster. You can be a star in the current NBA right now. And with that being said, I'm going to simulate through. We're going to hold on to the Lakers here. We do have controls over every single NBA team. And if you take a look at these scores here, look at this. Austin Reeves, 16-4-1 on 6 of 17. Rui, 4 of 10, goes for 11 points. DeAndre Ayton's got 16 boards. Luka, 6-4-2. Reese Beekman, 3-2-1 on a turnover. Look at the efficiency of the teams. 22 for 83. They shot less than 25% from the field. 5 for 36. 8 of 18. One thing I did keep the same is player tendencies. So the guys that do put up the numbers in real life are going to attempt to put up the numbers in the game. However, as you can see here, LeBron, not very capable of doing so in the current NBA sim. DeAndre Ayton grabbing a ton of rebounds. Let's take a look at the efficiency on the season, for example. He's averaging 8 points on 32% from the field at 7 feet tall. Here, I'll go to a random team here. We'll just let go New Orleans. In their game plans, most teams have a 10-man rotation of 24 minutes a night or a 9-man rotation where half the players are playing 27 minutes and the other half are playing 26 minutes a night. But basically, everybody's cold right now. DeJounte's averaging 10 and 4, which I have not seen yet. Kevon Looney, 18 points, or 18 rebounds, 4 points, which is about his career average. And his efficiency is still the same. So who knows? Maybe Kevon Looney becomes a stud in today's sim. Trey Murphy's coming off the bench in New Orleans. Zion is a bench player. You've got Micah Peavy and Derek Queen as your starting front court members. Let's take a look at my Blazers. I'm curious what their rotation looks like. Actually, a team I'm very curious of is the OKC Thunder. So Shea Lou Dort, Alex Dukas, Kenrich Williams, and Thomas Sorber are your starting five in OKC. In Minnesota, it's Ant, Mike Conley, Joe Ingles, Julius Randle, Naz Reid. So really, this one is the closest to the same, aside from Jaden McDaniels and Rudy Gobert being off the bench. Let's take a look at the Blazers, actually. The final team that we'll check. So it is Scoot, it's Shea, Tumani, Jabari Walker, who's not even a Blazer in real life anymore, and Donovan Clingan. Denny's off the bench. Drew Holiday is off the bench. Obviously, Dame is not playing, but Hansen Yang is not getting any minutes. Let's take a look at the Warriors. Is Steph starting? He is. Okay. Steph, Buddy Hield, Alex Toohey, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green with Moses Moody, Quentin Post, TJD, Enrique Freeman. And that is crazy. Why Jeremiah Fears is here, I'll never know. We're going to get to simulating. I'll stop at the All-Star break to show you guys what the All-Star teams look like if there's any crazy surprises. And then we'll go to the end of the year, and we'll basically do this for probably between 5 to 7 seasons and just see what shakes up. So I will see you guys at the All-Star break. Alrighty, fellas, we have arrived at the All-Star break. And as you can see by the headshot and the name in front of me here, TJ McConnell is your starting point guard. Kyle Lowry, at age 39, is sharing the backcourt. Mitchell Robinson, Andre Drummond, and Mason Plumlee are your starting front court members with Andrew Nembhard, Ryan Rollins, Moussa Diabate, Jay Huff, Miles Turner, Goga Batadze, Andre Jackson as the Eastern All-Stars. Now we look at the West. Chris Paul at age 40 is an All-Star. Max Christie shares the backcourt. Yusuf Nurkic, Ihart, Daniel Gafford, Chris Dunn, James Harden, Luke Cornett, Derek Lively, Ivica Zubac. The Clippers have 4 All-Stars. Draymond Green and De'Aaron Fox are your West All-Stars. So if we take a look here, we go, returning All-Stars is Chris Paul, James Harden, Draymond Green, and De'Aaron Fox. And then in the East, it's Kyle Lowry, Andre Drummond, which is 6, and that's it. That is the small little update for now. Let's take a look at what it takes to be an All-Star starter, the All-Star team captain, if you will. I'm going to assume Plum's got a crazy rebounding total. It is 21 rebounds a night. Andre Drummond is 22, and Mitchell Robinson is 23 with 6 points per game. Kyle Lowry, 2-4, gets you into the All-Star game. 5-4 with TJ McConnell gets you into the All-Star game. Let's take a look at the award race real quick. Let's see what... Nope, that's not what I wanted. award races. MVP so far. Daniel Gafford, Domantas Sabonis, which is a normal guy, Derek Lively, Jay Huff, and Yusuf Nurkic. Your Rookie of the Year, Amari Williams, Quentin Post, Hunter Dickinson, who's in the G League, Carlo Matkovic, and Thomas Sorber. Sixth Man of the Year is also Daniel Gafford, so he could win MVP and Sixth Man of the Year in the same season. Moussa Diabate, Goga Batadze, Adem Bona, and Jalen Smith. Your DPOY could be Jay Huff, iHeart, Yusuf Nurkic, Mitchell Robinson, and Goga. And your Most Improved is also Jay Huff, Moussa Diabate, Neemias Queta, who's usually a mainstay in Most Improved player conversation, Kel Ware, another guy who's pretty similar in the sim, and Donovan Clingan. That is going to be it for now. I will catch back up with you guys with a week left in the season so we can see the awards together. So I'm going to cut here. I'll see you guys at the end of the regular season. Alrighty, fellas. We are here with 2 weeks to go, in the NBA season. One other thing I forgot to mention, though, before we had cut away from the intro, was all contracts are kept the same. So you're going to have big-name free agents hitting the market at regular times, like Nikola Jokic, who becomes a free agent soon. But you're going to have Wemby becoming a free agent soon, whom we have not seen yet, by the way. The Bucks are going to finish out as one of the worst teams in the East. 32-48, 32-49, 33-49. Daniel Gafford is your MVP. Quentin Post is your Rookie of the Year. Nikola Jokic is your Sixth Man of the Year. Jay Huff wins DPOY and Most Improved. SGA wins Clutch Player of the Year. And the Brooklyn Nets go 70-12. New award recipients. And then I'm also keeping track of first-time All-Stars / All-NBA selections. What is it, 18 guys we just counted off? Having been first-time award recipients and or All-NBA defensive or regular team members. That is insane. You only had, Miles Turner, Andre Drummond, Yoke, Domas, and Rudy, who have made teams before? That is ridiculous. 19 guys after 18 first-time All-Stars. Look at the playoffs. Here we go. Let's see who gets in here. We're going to have to go through a lot of teams here. I think we might pick a team at the start of every season now and just kind of follow them for the year. So whoever gets second this year. The Nets are unbelievable. Yves Missi and Day'Ron Sharpe are your conference finals MVPs. Yves Missi, Day'Ron Sharpe, Nets versus Pelicans, and the Nets get it done in 7. Behind who? Day'Ron Sharpe. So we will take over now, and we will find the New Orleans Pelicans, and that is going to be our team for this next season. So let's see what New Orleans is rolling out. DeJounte, Bernie Matthews, Sadiq Bey, Derek Queen, Kevon Looney, Leon Frazier, Trey Murphy, Zion, Herb Jones, Jose Alvarado, and Jordan Poole is not getting minutes. Julian Love, Denny Campbell, and Sean Tinsley make up the bench. We're going to get back to simulating. I'll see you guys at the All-Star break yet again, and then we'll go all the way to the end of the regular season and go over those awards as well. So I will see you guys in just a second here. All right, so we went about a week or two past the All-Star break here. And now, I'm only going to calculate because, obviously, there are guys here like Tyrese Smith, like, just looks like Tyrese Smith to me. But there are guys here like Matt Adams or Rich Mack who I'm not going to count. Somehow he's a 48 overall. And these guys are developing badges, which is not good. So I'm going to have to go through manually and probably remove that. But there are guys like Tyrese Smith or like Rich Mack, Matt Adams, who I'm not going to count because they're not real. What I will do is go through and count the first-time All-Stars. So Andre Jackson, because this is his second time year, he no longer counts. But Neemias Queta counts. Stephon Castle counts. Nolan Traore, Danny Wolf, Donovan Clingan, Kevin Porter, Ace Bailey, Josh Christopher, Clint Capella, Kevon Looney. Those guys all count. Now take a look at the award races. The Pelicans this year, 27-35, so they're clinging to life. In the standings, the Spurs and T-Wolves have already clinched. 61 games into the year. The Nets, Raptors, and Pacers have all clinched play-in spots, which is insane. Oh my God, this is going to be an insane duo. They're both over 7'3". And if we go here, and we look at the award races, you've got Rich Mack is in the front running. He's averaging 37 rebounds. Joan Berenger is averaging 14, but he's also averaging 6 points per game. 13 for Rich Mack. Dante Carter's there. Luke Cornett is there. Rookie of the year, obviously. Holy crap, Kirk Randolph is averaging 28 and 73. Alrighty, fellas. We are ending the Pelicans season here. We've got 8 games remaining, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that is 8. Let's see how it finishes up. I don't think they're making the playoffs. They're going to fall a spot shy. Dennis Prince is your MVP. I don't know who the heck that guy is. I'm going to go ahead and find the first real NBA player. Maxime Reyna. Oh, he only played 4 games. Danny Wolf. There's your MVP. I'm not going to let it be an auto-generated guy. They're just here to fill roster spots. Danny Wolf is your MVP. Dennis Prince is Rookie of the Year. I'll let them have Rookie of the Year. Sixth Man of the Year is Luke Cornett. Danny Wolf is your Defensive Player of the Year. Colin Murray-Boyles is your Most Improved. And Yoke wins Clutch Player of the Year alongside Jason Kidd and Aaron Phillips getting Coach of the Year and Executive of the Year in San Antonio. So that is what, 1, 2, 3, 4 new awards, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that is correct. 4 new awards in season number 2 here. So that matches the same as last year. The only way I think this could be B, actually. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somebody new would have to win Clutch Player of the Year in order to beat that record of 4. A split of 10 and 11 this year after an 18-19 split. Check out the playoffs here. Simulate the playoffs. We're going to go straight to the finals. I'm going to try, obviously, we're going to get the conference final MVPs. Alperen Şengün and Donovan Clingan. Al P and Donovan Clingan. 9 and 21 a game with a steal and half a block versus 5 and 26 a game with half a steal and a block and a half. And the Bulls behind Donovan Clingan are your NBA champs in year number 2 of this sim here. So that is Brooklyn in year 1 and the Chicago Bulls in year 2. So this team has like nobody left on it. You have Al P, Jabari Smith, Clint Capella, DFS, Freddie, Steven Adams, and that's it. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys of their 15 from the current day. You're going to be running out Freddie, this guy, that is an insane haircut, DFS, Jabari Smith, and Alperen Şengün. But obviously we know anybody can get the 1 seed, anybody can bottom out the NBA, especially when everybody sucks. So I will simulate to the trade deadline and the All-Star break. We will see the first-time All-Stars, and then we'll go to the end of the regular season and see the awards for the 3rd season. Alrighty, fellas. 7 first-time All-Stars this year. They go as follows. Nick Claxton, Anthony Black, Dyson Daniels, Onyeka Okongwu, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker, also in Atlanta. And then alongside them is Herb Jones, and I think that was it. Oh, and Steven Adams, forgive me. There are your first-time All-Stars for the year. It pays to be 7 foot tall in this because if you're tall enough, you can grab rebounds over everybody else and you're going to block shots by accident. That's what helps the most. As you can see, obviously, Rookie of the Year is the same guy. And then 6th Man of the Year. Wemby's a bench player, by the way. Naz Reid, which he has won before, so that would be kind of ironic. Alongside Nick Claxton for Depoy and Jalen Williams in the Defensive Player of the Year conversation. Orich Chomchi would help us win Most Improved. That is a new award. Tumani Kamara is there as well in Indiana with Jalen Duren in Miami. And then Clutch Player of the Year, SGA winning that would be helpful. Or no, we need Jamal Murray to win that. Or Paolo to win that because he's never gotten an individual award. So that is going to be it for now. We're going to finish simulating the season. I will simulate to March 31st. And then that is when I will check back in with you guys. Unless this goes smoothly here, then I guess we can kind of just sit it out together. Because 7 first-time All-Stars, so the number over the course of the first 3 seasons here, has gone 18 in year 1 to 10 in last season, and only 7 in this season, which, if it gets any lower, we're going to run out of guys here. I'm thinking we go 2 more seasons after this one, because guys are going to start retiring because they don't go signed, or they don't get signed because they suck. So I guess that's kind of the double-edged sword of this video of all the familiar faces are going to retire because they suck, in place of the new faces who also suck but cost less. They've got 1 game left. I forgot to count it. 57 and 25. Rich Mack is your MVP, but I'm going to take the next highest guy, and it's going to be Jalen Williams, who played 72 games. Onyeka, you know what? He averaged 4.5 points, 24 rebounds. How many games did he play? Show me the rebounds. Games played. Where's Onyeka? Oh, wait, let's swap it to Joel real quick. And then we look at games played. Royce O'Neal played 83 somehow. We look at centers. You're going to have, where's Onyeka? He started 81 games. He averaged 4.5 points, 24 boards. I mean, he was the starter in every game on one of the best teams. 3 new awards this season. So it goes down 1 from 4 the first 2 years. Let's look at the All-NBA teams. Rich Mack and Rich Mack with Domas, Miles Turner, and Nikola Jokic, all of which have made an All-NBA team now in the sim. Clax, I believe, is 2. He is. He made All-NBA second and All-NBA third team. There's only one Nicholas Claxton. And Onyeka Okongwu made All-NBA third team as well. So hold on here. You're telling me he's made All-NBA third team and second team in the same season. So that's 1, 2. And then Isaiah Jackson is number 3. I am curious to see how the Rockets do here. They've got Golden State in the first round, and they get bounced in 6. See the conference finals MVP. Ivica Zubac and Nicholas Claxton. The Eastern Conference is run by the Brooklyn Nets. Unbelievable that they're here again. And they're playing Ivica Zubac in the NBA Finals. 4-18 versus 5-15 on 27% versus 40% almost from Nick Claxton. And the Clippers swept with Trent Beretta, Mirko Popovich, Zoo, 7.5 and 17. I'm giving it to Ivica Zubac. 6 points, 17 boards in the NBA Finals. I'm going to give it to Zoo. I'm curious. I wish guys didn't retire, so to speak, but I guess if you're on a 1-year deal and you suck, your team's going to take the guy who's on a 4-year deal. So I guess it kind of makes sense. I think we're good to go, though, right? We've got nothing else we got to cover. Let's look at the game plan. So, yeah, you're going to notice here, there is no Nick Claxton. Conference Finals MVP is gone. So, be prepared to see some very familiar faces in free agency here if we take a peek. The problem is how am I going to find them? Clay, Drew Holiday, Dame, Kawhi, Kyrie, TJ McConnell, Rudy Gobert, etc., 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 etc. All mainstays in NBA rotations who are sitting in free agency because they cost too much, and the new guys who suck just as much cost a whole lot less. So we're going to get to simulating. Keep in mind that fan interest is at 1.4% right now. I'll see you guys at the All-Star break and then again at the end of the regular season. Alrighty, for the first time in the video, we skipped the All-Star break because there were no first-time All-Stars, aside from a couple of auto-generated guys. However, at the end of the season, Wemby is your MVP. That guy, Justin Bieber, is your Rookie of the Year. Wemby picks up 6th Man of the Year. Daniel Gafford is your Defensive Player of the Year. He's got quite the resume now. Dante Carter is Most Improved, and Jalen Brunson wins Clutch Player of the Year. So again, all guys, actually Jalen Brunson does not have an individual award. So we will count that as 1. So the Hornets go 66 and 16 on the All-NBA teams. You got Wemby, Daniel Gafford, Naz Reid has made one. He did. He made an all-defensive team last year. So then you've got on second team, Miles Turner, Rocco Zikarsky is new. Yes, so that's 1. And then that's it. You got 1 guy on the All-NBA teams who's new. Rocco gets a 2nd spot here, so that's 2. And that's it. You get 2. So you have a total of 3 new All-NBA slots on top of 0 new All-Stars. The rookie teams, nobody cares. It's not about the rookies. Let's see. The Brooklyn Nets did in fact pick up the 5 seed. Do they beat Toronto in round 1? They do. They get swept by Charlotte. Naz Reid and Rich Mack. So the 7-footer who's rather large in his photo. So you've got, I'm actually going to override him. Who's available? Who's still an NBA player? Colin Murray Boyles is there. Ryan Rupert is there. I'm going to give it to Ryan Bro. I think we got who's got the rebound lead here? Kling, Naz Reid. It's got to be a Hornet. It's got to be a Hornet. Who led him in scoring? It's freaking Rich Mack. Damn it. I think it's going to go to the first Hornet that shows up that isn't auto-generated is who I'm going to give it to here. Because I'm not giving it to no damn auto-generated player. They can have the regular season awards, but not the playoffs too. Oh my god. The Hornets must be ass. outside of this Rich Mac guy. The Hornets, LaMelo Ball. There it is. There are your conference finals MVP. Naz Reid and LaMelo Ball. But obviously in this, it is a coin toss for whoever can pick up. And the Hornets get it done in 5. Rich Mac is your finals MVP. But it's not going to work out that way, baby. It is going to go to somebody. It's honestly going to Naz Reid. The losing team gets conference finals or NBA finals MVP. Naz Reid. And the NBA champs, obviously, the Charlotte Hornets in 5 over the T-Wolves. We've got 1 season to go. So, based off of, I'm going to look at no rosters. We're going to take a shot in the dark. Here's your chance right here. Pick a team, comment it down below before the season starts, and then let me know at the end of the video if you were close or where your team finished. I will go over the numbers, I'll go over the standings, I'll go over the playoffs. You guys will see where your team finishes, but let me know in the comments who you picked, why you picked them, and where they ended up finishing at the end of the regular season. I am going to go out on a limb and say the Milwaukee Bucks. Let's look at the coaching game plan. Nwosu at the 1. Any real NBA players? Hansen Yang at the 5. Matas Buzelis off the bench there. Derek Queen is a spectator. And that appears to be it. So they have, what was that, 4 NBA players? 1, 2, 3 NBA players. And Derek Queen hasn't even played a game in the NBA yet. So we will sim to the trade deadline, or to the All-Star break, forgive me, February 7th. I will see you guys when we get there, and then we will go over your teams. So keep them in mind. Make sure you've commented on them already, and I will see you guys in just a second here. Alrighty, boys. We are here at the All-Star break. We've got 5, count them, 5 first-time All-Stars here. Hansen Yang, first-time All-Star. Igor Demin, first-time All-Star. Orich Chomchi, first-time All-Star. Damian Lillard's money. I'm just kidding. Bub Carrington, first-time All-Star. And Rocco Zakarski, no, wrong guy. Where is he? Here he is. Ben Saraf, first-time All-Star. Those are your 5. I'll show you guys the award race real quick. Yeah, it's a lot of what you'd expect. The 7-footers all atop the league. Rookie of the Year, same thing. 6th Man of the Year, also the same thing. Not a single NBA player aside from Hansen Yang in any voting. Carter Bryant is there. So that's 2 guys. 3 total NBA players getting votes right now. How is your team looking? I'll show you guys the standings, a real quick update at the All-Star break. My Bucks, not looking very good. We are the 11 seed in the East. In the Western Conference, you've got a lead by the Spurs. That makes sense. With Sacramento and Utah making up the top 3. Hope you didn't pick Houston or Washington because you look even worse than I did. So I'll see you guys at the end of the regular season now, where we're going to go over the standings, awards, and see if anybody new jumps onto an awards team here. Alrighty, end of the season is here. 7 games to go. My Bucks are cooked. Is your team going to hang on? I lied. We have 8 games to go. Yeah, my Bucks are bottoming out. I thought maybe they'd turn it around by the end of the sim, but 32-50 does not get it done. I'm changing. It's going to Hansen Yang. There's your MVP. He's getting an individual award here. That's 1. Rookie of the Year, so what? 6th Man of the Year. Give it to somebody else who started no games but played 82. Matas Buzelis, 6th Man of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, who blocked the most shots in basketball? Hansen Yang, Defensive Player of the Year. Oliver Jordan, who played all 82. Show me an NBA player here. Matas Buzelis, what did he do last year? Who knows? Oh my God, he didn't play. There's your most improved. And Clutch Player of the Year, it's going to Hansen Yang. Get the man his money. The Cavs went 78-4. If you pick the Cavs, oh my God, you're either cheating, lying, or you should go buy a lottery ticket, because good lordy. We'll go round by round here. Let's simulate the plan. So you've got Spurs, Mavs, Clippers, Suns, Jazz, Pelicans, Kings, Blazers, Cavs, Hornets, Heat, Pacers, Knicks, Pistons, Bulls, Sixers. Let's see how the first round goes. The 74-8 Cavs breeze through their first round matchup. You've got Cavs and Heat, Bulls and Knicks, Kings and Jazz, Clippers and Spurs. Let's see what happens in round 2 here. You've got Spurs and Kings versus Cavs and Bulls, the 1-2 of each side. You get Spurs, and dare I say that was not the Cavs who made the finals. in the Western Conference. Who's an NBA player that plays? First NBA player to pop up. Tyrese, nope. First real NBA player. Ben Saraf is your conference finals MVP there. So we've got to force it. And then we're going to have to force it again on the Eastern side because it was Rich Mack. We're not going to give it to Rich Mack. We're going to look at the scoring. We're going to look at a guy like, oh my God, that was Trey Johnson. Trey Johnson is the Sacramento King, by the way. Josh Giddey is your conference finals MVP on the other side. Let's see how it looks. And the Cavs did, in fact, get to the NBA Finals. Spurs versus Cavs, and the Cavs sweep them. Who's grabbing the most rebounds in this series? Oh my God, 27. But it's going to go to Kaman Maluwach, who averages 5.5 and 11 in the NBA Finals to bring home the 5th and final Finals MVP of the video. So, to recap, we had, in the first season, we had 4 new awards go out to players who have never won an individual award. In Season 2, it was 4. In Season 3, it was 2. And in Season 4, it was 0. But then it was inflated by myself for Season 5, where it was 5 of the 6 major awards went to new players. First-time All-Stars from Season 1 through 5. I'm just going to read off the numbers. 18, 10, 7, 1, and 5. And then first-team All-NBA / All-Defensive selections were 19, 11, 7, 3, and 2. Your NBA champs over the course of this video were the Brooklyn Nets, Chicago Bulls, LA Clippers, Charlotte Hornets, and Cleveland Cavaliers. So it's ironic that the worst conference thrived in this video. So it says something about the talent pool, I guess, on the Eastern Conference side of things in real life. That is going to do it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know, how did your team do in this final season here? If you picked the Cavs, boy, did you strike gold. You should go get yourself a lottery ticket, because I don't even think they've made a playoff series in this video, and they just popped off like that. So let me down in the comments any other ideas for out-of-the-box video ideas like you guys may have. I do have a few more coming up that I'm thinking of, so you'll see them as I put them together. And with that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe while you're here. Remember, I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. PST. I now stream on Wednesdays and Saturdays. On the screen right now is a video YouTube thinks you guys will like. Feel free to give that a check if you're interested. And again, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.